Rodriguez in swinger, fires low, finds another Dalton player. It'll be cleared out by Birmingham, but it falls right back to Dalton. Driving in the 18, has the opening, looks for the header, and it's wide. Saldana was under pressure, still able to hold on to it for Dalton. Long cross over the top, looking for Dalton. Comes out to clear it is Nunez. Clean challenge, Birmingham back with possession as they'll go for the counter. Birmingham player is down, play is still continuing. Nice one touch coming forward, Rodriguez. Finds the low, but it will just roll out of play. As Dalton is back on it. Looks for it wide open, and it just comes off the crossbar. 17th minute, still scoreless, 0-0. In swinger, looks for the header.
Shouts for a handball. I don't think the hands were in an unnatural position. It's a really quick header from a short distance.
Ramirez driving in the midfield, tries the cross, and it will just go between. Just running to grab the wayward ball on the sideline. Back underway. Anthony Saldana. Perez. Valenciano. Long pass out, able to find Brandon Saldana. One touch, and it goes right to the hands of Nunez. Rodriguez able to skip past. Rodriguez under pressure. Ramirez. Hernan Saldana able to deliver the cross, looks for the chip, and it will go wide.
Effortless, just to reach the foot out and bring it down perfectly.
Brandon Saldana. Ramirez finds Anthony Saldana, tries the shot himself, and Nunez with a great save. Medina. Anthony Saldana. Comes in, he's tripped up. Birmingham's able to clear it.
I think he got stood up and went down trying to find a foul. It wasn't there.
Anthony Saldana tries the long-range shot. Will fall right into Nunez's hands. Intercepted.
Gerson Rodriguez with a key interception.
Juan Dominguez. Dominguez with the shot. It's saved by Girdes. Still loose in the box. And it's cleared. Falls to Birmingham. Opara. Still there. Brew with the shot. Able to find it. Feeds it up to Opara. Able to get there on the left. Opara, but another great defensive slide from Lopez. Opara still able to keep it. Looking to come away with it, still loose in the box.
Lopez with another tackle at the end of that on Sippin. I don't do either one, so I don't know.
Birmingham hand raised. Looks for it, and it's in! Junior Rogama able to find it in the back post and is able to volley it right past John Girdes to make it 1-0 FC Birmingham in the 41st minute.
Junior Rugama just sticks his right foot out and hopes. Puts it perfectly into the far side netting. He's fallen away and just wants to direct that on frame.
Brandon Saldana. Looks for the long-range shot, punched out by Nunez.
Headers from Josh Martinez.
Brandon Saldana. Saldana. Looks for the cross. Still loose. And it's Rodriguez who will knock it out. Will be a corner for Dalton.
At the end of the first half, as Birmingham has grown in confidence, going to have to defend a long throw, though.
Something Dalton is known for. Headed back. Still loose. Looks for the shot, and it's cleared by Birmingham.
Lopez, a player that I've called his action with Dalton High School before, just an incredible defender.
Dominguez tries the long range. It falls right into the hands of Girdes. And that will do it for the first half. Anthony Saldana, it would get a touch to it. McFarland, his shot falls right into the hands of Girdes.
Okay with that not being a yellow. Our referee, Christopher Heinzman, has set a high bar for cards, as you should in a knockout game.
Anthony Saldana. And it falls right into the hands of Junior Nunez. Hernan Saldana. Valenciano out to Lopez on the right. Lopez looks for the long range shot. And that one will go wide.
The angle almost manufactures a little more room for you.
Ramirez tried the shot. It deflected off the wall. Herrera. Rodriguez. Switches it. Finds Anthony Saldana. Back in. Headed out by Birmingham.
Brew got his head to it to head that away.
Great pass up. FC Birmingham on the break with an opportunity. Driving forward, still able to hold on. Tries the shot, and it goes in! It's a day for the upsets as FC Birmingham finds their second goal of the night.
What a run from Daniel McFarland. The combination play in the middle set him up. It's McFarland on his own. He's got some runners coming. Rides off one challenge, holds off another, slides and puts the ball past Girdes. And Birmingham, the 7 seed, is up 2-0 here at Dalton Stadium.
Bailey Harris was tripped up. Ref says play on. Dalton with possession. Brandon Saldana tries the shot himself, and that one will go wide. Girdes rolls it out to Lopez. Lopez back to Villalobos. Pass. One-on-one. FC Birmingham coming forward, looks for the shot, and it's cleared by Lopez.
Great block from Lopez again in the tackle, keeping Dalton alive.
Anthony Saldana.
Good defensive play from Sawyer.
He'll pull it to Lopez. Lopez. Dalton still holding on. Hernan Saldana looks for it. That ball falls right into the hands of Nunez.
4 minutes.
Connects Valenciano. Finds Herrera. Herrera. Long cross. It's deflected.
Blocked by Martinez again.
Brandon Saldana. Tried it from outside. Almost fell to the feet of Valenciano. It will go out, and that will do it. The 7th seed, FC Birmingham, has taken down Dalton United FC.
What a win for FC Birmingham. It's the first time that Dalton United has gone out in the first round of the playoffs in their history. FC Birmingham, the number 7 seed, making the long trip here to Dalton Stadium, defending like warriors, but breaking out and scoring twice. A huge win for the yellow and blue, and they'll move on to the UPSL Georgia Premier Division semifinal next week.
Welcome back into ASMG here on YouTube. I'm Madison Cruz. Join with me is one of the goal scorers, Daniel McFarland. Daniel, walk me through that goal. What did you see in the build-up?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the corner was open, so the counter was on, and there was space, and I thought it's time to be selfish and try to make something happen and beat one player, got the confidence, beat the next one, and then slid on the ground and get that corner shot.
Going into a game like this, you're the underdog, number 7 seed going up against number 2. What is the energy and the mentality going into a game like this?
Well, we love being underdogs. That's the most fun. We get to come in and try to spoil some fun, and this was a perfect opportunity to show what we're about, and we made it happen.
What was the emotion after that final whistle blew and you guys are all celebrating and you guys know that you're moving on?
Oh, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. We know if we can beat number 2, we can beat anybody.
Josh Martinez, head coach, also a center back on the team. What is it like to have him on the field with you guys and lead you guys off the field and on it?
Well, it's great. I know he understands the game more because he's playing with us, so we can have conversations mid-game. Which is nice. I never got to have that, and he understands the game more than anybody else, so it's actually a big plus.
Crazy season. We management decided to have some changes halfway through it. I was asked to step in, gladly did it for my guys, and you know, to have them trust me and follow me the same way they've been trusting me on the field, now kind of on and off the field. You know, I can't say enough about this group of guys. They're amazing. You know, I have to give it up to the coach that's not here anymore. Thanks to Coach Gabriel, you know, he did cement the foundation of what this ended up being, and it was a little easier for me to take over. But, man, if I didn't have the belief and the trust of all these guys, you know, we would not be here right now.
Being a head coach, it's interesting. You relay a lot of the information when you're off the field, when you're on the sideline. It's rare that you see a situation like this where you go in and you get to play with your squad. How has that transition been for you?
It's taxing, you know. It's very demanding on the mind. You have to be paying attention to your responsibilities individually, but at the same time, you have to be looking at all the players, seeing maybe where you can exploit an advantage, seeing how a sub is going to better us and not affect us. So it's a lot of mental processes going on. I always say I play more with my head than with my legs. So especially at my age, I have to rely on that a lot.
How do you find the balance being on the field, coaching the players, helping them that way, but then also being a teammate and being able to get in front and have some of those blocks that we saw you have in the game?
I think a lot of the times I just hope that my example and my effort just is contagious and they can see me and say, hey, you know, this guy is giving his all. Let's all do it. So leading by example, I guess it's the easiest way to go.
Coach, thank you so much again. You're moving
Thank
on.
you so
moving
much.
on to the semifinals.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We did something that's never been done. 2 things that have never been done. First playoff win for FC Birmingham, and first time we beat Dalton, which is an amazing team and academy and structure. I can't say enough about them. They are a spectacular team. So this is very big, but it's not over yet.
Not over yet. Thank you so much again, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll be right back here on ASMG. Me and Jason Longshore are going to wrap everything up here shortly. Welcome back to ASMG here on YouTube. I'm Madison Cruz. Join with me again is Jason Longshore. We're going to recap everything that happened as FC Birmingham defeats the number 2 seed in Dalton United 2-0 here on the road. FC Birmingham able to come in, a tremendous performance from their side.
Yeah, so well organized, and you just heard from Josh Martinez. It's not easy to be a player on the field, but also be in charge of everything, making those difficult decisions in the lineup, making decisions on subs while you're playing. All of those sorts of things are so hard. What he did today with this group, and he took over mid-season. You know, this isn't like he's been doing this all season long. To be able to do that and come in here and knock out Dalton, who's never lost at this stage, just an incredibly organized performance from FC Birmingham.
We'll take a look at the highlights of the match. It all starts earlier on in the first half. Rugama is able to come in with a one touch and is able to launch it in the back of the net.
The ball from Gerson Rodriguez is excellent, but Rugama just sticks the right foot out, knocks it home. This was goal number 2, and McFarland, who you just heard from, just kept on going. About a 60-yard run, picking it up at midfield, kept his balance, kept his composure at the end of that. It's so hard in those moments where you've made that long run, your brain's going a million miles an hour, you're getting bumped, you're falling down, but to be able to go to ground and pick that spot out, just a brilliant finish from McFarland.
I think one thing that was so interesting for me watching the end of that game, FC Birmingham was up 2-0. They could have sat back, could have defended, but every opportunity they got back on the ball, they were immediately trying to find that third goal.
Yeah, and it made it harder for Dalton to commit numbers forward. You know, you're Dalton United, you expect to find a way through with that high-powered attack, but when Birmingham kept threatening them the other way, it makes Lopez think about going forward. It makes Hernan Saldana think twice about making that extra run. It made it harder for Valenciano to get forward. I thought Valenciano was brilliant on the ball today for Dalton, but you wanted to get him forward more. You just couldn't overcommit because Birmingham, if they get the third, it's over. So if you're Dalton, you're kind of just hoping that you can defend and get forward, but you can't completely sell out to get there.
FC Birmingham finds out who they are facing in the semifinals tomorrow. Jason Longshore and I will be on the call as Kalanji Pro Profile host Fountain City tomorrow at 6 p.m. You can watch the match here on ASMG. Live match will start at 6 p.m. Jason Longshore will be play-by-play. I will be color for that match. It's going to be interesting to see how those seeds fall, especially since we had a couple other upsets here in UPSL Georgia Premier Division.
Yeah, 2 upsets on today. We'll see if Fountain City can pull off the biggest upset, the number 8 seed, knocking off the regular season champions. Fountain City's finished the season strong, as has KSA, adding somebody like Karim Tamimi late in the year. Brings you a little extra firepower when you need it for these big games. Going to be a fun one tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. at Shiloh High School. We'll both be on the call here on ASMG. Thank you guys so much for listening to the match here today as FC Birmingham beats Dalton United FC 2-0 here in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division playoffs.